All right, guys, so this story right here, this caught my eye, man. This caught my eye. This is fascinating to me. So Consortium News says the following. MAGA, the influencers, are going to Israel for propaganda training. Wow, okay. The Israeli government is paying to have 16 MAGA social media influencers with millions of followers brought to Israel to learn how to stop the American youth from turning against Tel Aviv over Gaza. So this guy, Joe Loria, wrote this, again, from Consortium News. He says, the Israel Foreign Ministry will spend $86,000 to finance a tour of Israel for 16 Americans to get them to use their vast online influence to craft more positive images of a nation openly engaged in genocide. The effort is being made as Israel reacts to a significant turn in public opinion against it, especially by Western youth. Tel Aviv realizes its usual methods of propaganda and apparently its own in-house troll army are no longer working as they once did. Foreign ministry officials say the tour delivers significant media, advocacy, and diplomatic benefits and represents a strategic shift as traditional outreach is no longer sufficient to shape public opinion. They aim to leverage the massive followings of young social media influencers to bolster Israel's standing in the U.S. Now, by the way, let me just pause to point out here, keep your eye out for these fuckers, right? Keep your eye out. We're all online. We're all in the political world. Keep your eye out for these fuckers. You'll be able to smell them. You'll be able, yep, that's one of them. That's an op. This is an op right here. And you literally could see, we saw it in real time when it came to the Republican influencers, the MAGA influencers, who were literally getting the phone call from Trump when Trump would say, hey, lay off the Epstein files, lay off me, and lay off the Epstein files. You had Charlie Kirk go out there, I'm not going to talk about this anymore. Benny Johnson did the same shit. Fucking Tim Dillon, how embarrassing is this? Tim Dillon had dinner with J.D. Vance and then went out there and towed the line and told everybody what J.D. Vance said. Like we could sense it there. We also will definitely be able to sense it for this too, right? You could see it, if you pay close attention, you could see who's, one of the MAGA influencers, that they get the call from RFK Jr., or they take money from this person or that person. It's all a grift to these people. None of these people are serious. None of these people are real. None of these people are giving you their true opinions. They are all paid fucking mercenary hacks. That's what you need to understand. And now you know. They get paid to go on a trip to Israel to learn how to do propaganda for Israel. Amazing. The Americans whose names have not been divulged belong to MAGA and the America First movements, the newspaper said. They are all younger than 30 and each have hundreds of thousands or millions of followers. A vast target-rich environment for propaganda. Israel intends to bring more than 500 influencer delegations to Israel this year. The fact that they have to fucking pay to get this done, right? It shows you how decrepit and disgusting a society it is. They're doing a genocide. It's being fucking live streamed. They're starving babies to death. We have hundreds of thousands of people killed, over 90% totally innocent. And they know, hey, nobody's going to do our heavy lifting for us because they actually agree with us. So now we got to pay people. Let's just be corrupt and pay people to sell their fucking soul. It is paying an organization called Israel 365 to organize the first American tour because it is in a unique position to convey a pro-Israel stance that aligns entirely with the MAGA and America First agenda. Israel 365's website says the group stands unapologetically for the Jewish people's God-given right to enter to the entire land of Israel. Oh my God. Calls the two-state solution a delusion and says it's defending Western civilization against threats from both progressive left extremism and global jihad. I hate these people so much, bro. Israel literally just bombed a Catholic church in Gaza. They just bombed a Catholic church. They killed Christians. There's horrible stories of they spit on Christians. They hate Christians. They think Jesus is he's burning in the pits of hell or something and being defecated on and shit. All these horrible things. And now they're like, oh yeah, totally. We're the forces of the Enlightenment on the side of the civilized world, I guess. No, let's keep it real. Israel is a Jewish supremacist state. That's what it is. It's a fucking ethno-state. It's an apartheid state. It is Jewish supremacism, right? So don't, when it's convenient, say, oh, we're the forces of civilization along with the West and the U.S. But then in reality, what you guys say is, no, it's us or nothing, right? Everybody's inferior. The goy are inferior to us. I don't care if you're a Christian. I don't care if you're secular and atheist. None of you are on the team, right? But they use the argument because they feel like it pulls on the heartstrings of the people in the West, and they think it'll work with them. Israeli officials justified the no-bid contract with the organization because of its experience and know-how in creating awareness, engagement, and mobilization of Christian audiences regarding their support for the Jewish people in the state of Israel. Did you guys know that even Mike Huckabee had to argue with Netanyahu because Netanyahu didn't want to let American Christians leave Israel at the same time Israel was getting bombed to smithereens by Iran? That you needed Mike Huckabee to say to Netanyahu, hey, bitch, you're going to let these American Christians go. You're not going to keep them fucking hostage there as Iranian bombs rain down. That's how much they love their Christians, willing to sacrifice them for war with Iran. Ministry officials told the newspaper that while older Republicans and American conservatives still hold pro-Israel views, positive perspective towards Israel are falling across all younger age groups. Gee, I wonder why. Could it be the live stream genocide? Maybe. Could it be the children who look like literal bags of bone that are on your feed every time you wake up and every time you scroll? Could it be the massive piles of rubble, how 90% of Gaza is now a smoldering fucking ash heap because Israel decided they wanted to level the whole thing and not give a shit about the grandmas and grandpas and children that are underneath it? News of the Torah comes after the U.S. National Teachers Union voted to ditch the Zionist curriculum of the Anti-Defamation League, which was influencing young American minds. Western youth, including conservatives, have become increasingly aware of the history of Israel's expulsion of Palestinian people from their land and of Israel's stated genocidal intent and actions in Gaza today. It is a wave of understanding Israel needs to contain. A ministry source said, quote, "We are working with influencers, sometimes with delegations of influencers. Their networks have huge followings and their messages are more effective than if they came directly from the ministry." Haaretz reported, the strategy appears to be paying off. During the 12-day conflict last month with Iran, Israeli digital messaging garnered roughly 1.8 billion online views, boosted in part by social media influencers with millions of followers. The foreign ministry has set a goal of bringing 550 influencer delegations to Israel by the end of 2025 to continue this outreach. The foreign ministry chose Israel 365 because with the rise of the America First movement and MAGA in American politics, it's essential for Israel that the movement adopt a pro-Israel position. A foreign ministry document says Israel 365 has the ability to smoothly link the spiritual, biblical, and geopolitical aspects of support for Israel. So the MAGA influencers are a total fucking pro-Israel op. It's kind of ironic because all their bullshit about, America first, all that's out the fucking window because you're supposed to have a close relationship with Israel, which means what? Which means shut the fuck up, send them billions of dollars more, both in money and in weapons, and attack Iran on their behalf, support them as they psychotically bomb Damascus in Syria, support them as they continue to bomb Lebanon, support them as they try to create a greater Israel and create their own fucking empire in the Middle East, and piss off everybody in the region. Just shut the fuck up and support them. How's that for America First? Here's your America First. So it's always been a fraud. These people are pathetic. These people are losers. The fact that Israel has to pay people in order to make these arguments says fucking everything. That we're onto you. We know what you are. We know what you do. We know how disgusting and decrepit the society is. We've seen the polls where it's over half of the population, it just in open explicit terms, is in favor of genocide, is in favor of ethnic cleansing. Only like 4% of the population said the IDF went too far when it was already clear a genocide was happening. We see what this society is. There's no amount of PR or marketing in the world that can clean that mess up, son. The younger generation has left you, and I think they fucking left you for good, and they're right to do that. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.